I want to bring in Congressman Hakeem Jeffries of New York, who serves as chair of the House Democratic Caucus. As a member of leadership who has to pull together diverging perspectives, Congressman, do you have any empathy at all, just be honest, for the position Kevin McCarthy is actually in right now?
I have zero empathy for him. The House Republican Conference is a three-ring circus, and Donald Trump is the actual ringmaster. Kevin McCarthy is not in control. And we see that time and time again. It's a complete embarrassment. Donald Trump, in his statement, referenced policy. Where is the Republican policy? We welcome a policy debate, but we don't see any. All we see is the big lie over the rule of law. That is what happened to Liz Cheney. She chose patriotism over party, and they threw her out.
So are Democrats thinking about alternatives to a commission? Obviously, there's precedent for a select committee, given what Republicans did for Benghazi. So are you thinking about holding hearings or another alternative?
Well, we're focused right now on making sure we get the bipartisan commission over the finish line. The bill passed the House with, under the circumstances, substantial Republican support. 35 House Republicans broke from their leadership to do the right thing. In the aftermath of the attack on Pearl Harbor, America had a bipartisan commission. In the aftermath of the attack on September 11th, America had a bipartisan commission. In the aftermath of this January 6th violent insurrection and attack on the Capitol, we should have a bipartisan commission. In all three instances, there was a massive intelligence failure and an existential threat to our way of life. And that bipartisan commission bill that passed the House was negotiated, as you pointed out, Zerlina, by the lead Republican on the Homeland Security Committee, John Katko, a former federal prosecutor who's a law and order member of that party's wing.
Yeah, I wouldn't want Kevin McCarthy to send me off to do anything if this is how he's going to react. So you tweeted earlier this week, we must never let the cult win. How do you see the cult of Trump taking over in the House right now? What, if anything, can actually be done about it?
Well, we're going to continue to govern with a focus on the Build Back Better agenda. And I think that's the most important thing that we can do. If the Republicans are willing to work together with us to continue the effort to crush the virus, to provide direct relief and assistance to everyday Americans who are struggling, to create millions of good-paying jobs through the American Jobs Act and lay the foundation to supercharge our economy and create prosperity and opportunity in every single zip code, we welcome that. But we will not allow the cult to dictate the agenda, and we certainly will not engage in an unconditional surrender.
When I look at what happened to Congressman Katko, who, again, is in the Republican Party and was sent by Kevin McCarthy to go forth and negotiate, you know, he tried the bipartisan tact and it failed. So how can you guys on the other side of the aisle work with Republicans in a bipartisan fashion if one of their own can't even work in a bipartisan fashion?
Well, President Biden has made clear that he's going to be the president for those people who voted for him and those Americans who did not vote for him. He'll be the president for Democrats, Republicans, and for independents. And I think the agenda that he has set forth is broadly popular amongst the American people. Divorce that from the sycophants to Donald Trump, who are running the Republican Party in the House and the Senate. What's most important is that the American Rescue Plan, the American Jobs Plan, the American Families Plan are all popular, not just amongst Democrats, but amongst Republicans and independents, because they see the leadership that is coming forth from President Biden, Vice President Harris, Speaker Pelosi, Leader Schumer, and our respective caucuses to get things done for the people.
Congressman Hakeem Jeffries, thank you so much for being here tonight. It was great to see you. Please stay safe.